How about now? Weird. Okay. Well, Richard, thank you. We are professionals.
Super professional.
Thank
you so much for letting us know.
Yeah.
Please confirm that there's sound now.
Yeah, there should be, but yeah, thanks.
No.
The
appreciate it.
other whatever. Okay, well, thanks.
Thank you,
great.
Richard. Thanks so much.
I'm Eric.
I'm Julie.
And today we're taking a look at some minis. We'll start over.
Yeah, we are.
wizkids sent us over a little while ago some Critical Role minis, and we're also going to take a look at some Death Saves minis. So nothing explicitly Dungeons and Dragons, which is kind of cool. Richard, thank you very much. And with our shirt antics, Into the AM, thank you for sending us these shirts.
Yes.
I like it. I like that they're long. So if you're kind of chunky, when you bend over, they're a little helpful there. If you want, check it out in the description. We got a link. You get 10% off, and we get a little bit of referral back end kind of stuff on that. intotheam.com/FryMinis. And lots of really cool designs. I do like the designs.
I like the designs. Obviously, I'm partial to this one. As Eric said, I appreciate that the sleeves are a little bit long, the shirts themselves are a little bit long, and they're a thick cotton. They're not cheapy. They're thick, but they're still soft and comfortable. They're not scratchy. This isn't a Gildan tee that we're wearing here that you get for free for running a 5K. You know? They're nice.
Cool. All right, so today, first, let's do the Critical Role stuff, I think. So we have the Tomb Takers.
Ooh.
We have Cree Vessel of the Pattern. Anytime I hear the word Cree, I actually think of Cree Jaffa from Stargate. That means like attention, Jaffa. Jaffa.
So Cree is some sort of other language. It's not a person's name.
No, it's like an order. It's in another language. Cree is not the language.
Yes, that's what I meant.
And then Oban the Punished. Big monsters. The Hulk. Big monsters. When he's fighting Surtur, when he wants to go fight Surtur, and they're like, no, don't go fight Surtur. And then your favorite one, Ragnarok. And then he's like, big monster. And he sounds like a New York guy or something.
I don't remember most of that movie. You can say it's my favorite. That's fine. I
Ragnarok?
I remember the bright colors, but I don't remember a lot of quotes.
Okay.
And I remember thinking Valkyrie was really cool.
Okay.
And Korg is in it, so.
In a bridge fight?
I like the bridge fight to Toxic by Britney Spears.
Okay. Let's take a look. Let's flip over.
What's in a book?
Reading Rainbow?
Take a look.
Okay.
You said it.
All right, in here we have Tiffle. And just to be clear, I am so out of the loop on Critical Role. I don't know who any of these people are.
I have no idea.
Tiffle, Otis, Zorin, Cree, and Lucian. So if this is Cree, and this is Cree...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Okay.
I guess we'll find out.
Good luck to that cat.
Good luck to that cat.
So in our recent unboxing, we took a look at some Pathfinder minis that had some really cool reusable paper bags, cardboard bags. These are back to the plastic things, which it's okay, but I really like the paper things.
The paper was fantastic. They didn't have clear windows on the boxes at all, which I generally can't really see through anyway because there's so many layers of plastic that it's super reflective. And so they didn't have a preview window at all. And then each of the minis was wrapped in either ziggy-zaggy paper chop-up packing material or its own little kind of brown envelope. That's all I had. I was just filling time.
Okay. Yeah, let's switch back. There we go. All right. Which of these would you like to do?
You pick 3 and I'll do the last 2. I'm neutral. None of them seemed all that special to me.
All right. Let's take a look at Zorin, 4 of 5. Here, let's zoom in a little bit.
Just a little bit.
All right. Yeah, last time we were on, we were using a standing desk. Today we're sitting, so the camera zoom is a little different. Okay, so Zorin 4 of 5. I will assume maybe this is like a red version of a Goliath.
Yeah.
Or just a big human. I'm not sure. I think the pose is cool.
Yeah.
It's really aggressive, kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
I like it. It's atypical. I could see on the table being kind of a pain interacting with other minis.
Sure, you can't get too close.
Yeah.
It expands so far beyond its base.
But the face detail looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm using the camera rather than sticking my head in there. I like the detailing on the armor.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like Mongolian Lamellar.
He looks like a grenade to me.
A grenade, okay. I see what you mean. The paint job on the armor obviously is pretty bland.
Yeah.
I would say overall though, I like the color work.
Yeah.
We've got clear metal, clear, let's say leather or cloth.
Sure.
This metal armor plating. I think the color is a good color scheme.
I agree.
I do, yeah, of course, I do wish we had some, even just black for these straps.
Yeah.
And especially since we already have black in the
Yeah, it's
system.
not adding a whole new paint color.
Yeah, and like these straps then could be the inverse of that or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And of course, all just black. But overall, I'm satisfied with this. I think this is a pretty good mini.
I agree. Yeah, it looks good.
Cool. All right. Up next, we have Tefile. I don't know how to say these names. Tefile 5 of 5. Assuming this is some sort of elf fighter. Maybe.
That's what I would guess.
A little bendy sword, but easy heat gun fix. The pose, it's not just standing there, so a little bump there, but it's otherwise kind of bland. The color is not great.
No.
I'm not satisfied with that color.
No.
I mean, the idea of the makeup on the face, whether it's like a battle paint or tattoos or just customs,
Sure.
I think is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is meh.
She looks to me like she's almost doing a warrior pose from yoga, but kind of half-heartedly. And I would almost rather have her standing still. That would seem more practical than this kind of pose where I feel like she'd just not be steady on her feet.
Yeah. I do think bonus points that she's actually wearing like a jacket or armor or something and clothed up.
Yeah, this looks like a cold weather set.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
1 of 5, Lucian.
Thanks for popping in for a few, DB.
Oh, hey, DB.
Glad
hey,
to see you.
Hey, R2, How To RPG.
Oh, hi.
It's been a while for us to be on stream, not for you to hang out.
Yeah, been a while for us.
Yeah. So look at these hands. I don't know if this is Jesus, but they're not on the outside. Oh, that's scary. I do like a tiefling. I'm not sure that this is a tiefling. I think we've got the horns there.
Yeah.
I do like the outfit itself. I think it's pretty cool.
I agree.
I will always like a cape or a jacket, and then it's got a hood on there. I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, colors are kind of B quality, not A quality.
I agree. That the guy in the green coat had even some black on him.
Yeah.
Versus she has none. This person has none. Like something on the boots or the belts, something black would have been nice without overdoing the colors.
Now, when you hear the name Lucian, who do you think?
I think of the villain from Fable.
Me too.
Okay.
All right.
All right, my 2. I'm going to start with this little one.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes. This is Otis, 3 of 5.
I like the elevator.
I like that Otis has purple hair. I think that's exciting. Kind of using the same, like a variant of the pose as this person was. So,
are those hooves? Or are those boots?
I think they're boots.
Yeah, we're trying to lean on the mini stuff.
They're boots.
Okay.
Upon closer inspection.
I was afraid this was a goat.
Thankfully, no. Yeah, the face is a little bit funky maybe, but maybe that's their intention and what they really look like. I like that the cape has some ripples to it. The hair looks windswept, but in a cool way. It seems to be like blown in the wind in addition to how it's styled, which I appreciate. Yeah, I think this is fine. The colors are, a little plain, but
I do like the purple hair. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
But that's something of the character, not of the mini.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, and then the last one from this box is a kitty cat.
Kelly, what did you get the new iPhone that just came out? I got it. I like the curved edges.
I don't like change. This is Cree. Cree is a kitty cat. I don't know if it's a Khajiit or a catfolk or what it is, but
it is probably a proper tabaxi.
Okay, it's a tabaxi.
Adam Wood, hello.
Hi,
yeah.
Adam. Yeah, I like that this proper tabaxi. It's difficult to kind of show against black, but we'll see if against my hand. It looks like this kitty cat's ears are back, which is nice. I feel like often we don't see cat shapes and sizes with cat minis. This one delivers on that, which is interesting. I feel like we don't see it a lot.
You can see the shape there.
Yeah. And the magic effect looks good. The belt has different colors on it, so I appreciate that now everything just looks so dark. Don't.
It's okay. I won't be so close.
I appreciate, yes, that whatever it's carrying in its pouch isn't just all brown. There's a black strap to those brown pouches. Some cool texture on the skirt, cloak, robe, bottom, whatever you want to call it. Well, I guess it's on their sleeve too. So
ears back, ready to pounce.
You're exactly right, DB. Pounce and throw whatever magical effect is going on here. And I'm going to bring it close to my face for a second.
And while you do that, we are looking at this particular set is the Tomb Takers from Critical Role.
The cat looks female. Yeah, I don't know. Their name is Cree, so I can't be sure, but they are wearing earrings, which I think is a really nice touch too. I feel like I've never seen earrings on a tabaxi either, but you can see these teeny little gold spots.
Yeah.
They might be earrings kind of dangling down from their back ears, or they might be like cheek piercings. I don't think this thing has, what are those, what are they called?
I think they're earrings. I like the hood, how the back, it comes up on the hood.
Yeah. It's got a nice cowl effect to it. So, yeah, I think of all the minis in this set, Cree's pretty good. I think my favorite from this box might actually be the first one we looked at.
I agree. That set the bar relatively high.
It did. Yeah. Oop. The screen that we're looking at has a little bit of a delay, so by the time I've done it wrong, I know, but then...
Sure.
Besides, I'm not guilty. Okay.
All right, so those are the Tomb Takers.
Tomb Takers.
And then from the same shipment, can you zoom us out? We want to be able to fit this in there. All right, that should be good right there. All right, this is Cree Vessel of the Pattern, which is the same name as the cat. So I guess the cat turns into this monster thing.
I don't care for that.
Big, gross monsters, indeed. All right. We got the classic clamshell style. What?
I think this one is gross. I'm not excited to look at it.
Well, what should people be excited to look at next month?
Vanderhoptober. Vanderhoptober is coming. if you are here, you probably know, but Vanderhoptober is the month of October when we celebrate how much I love Vanderhobs. How much we love Vanderhobs, but let's be real, how much I love Vanderhobs. So our FryMinis Spud Club painting challenge for the month is to paint a Vanderhob-like thing. So any sort of frog or frog-like creature or toad-like creature. Dealer's choice. I mean, do whatever you want and be really awesome with it. And the more whimsical and delightful, the better. And it's my very favorite month. And I just think Vanderhobs are the best. And you should paint something. And you can learn more at FryMinis.com.
Yeah, and if you want, we're still in September, though, so it's Bestial Fury. So you can be big, scary beasts or cute little puppies.
And I care about that very much. But Vanderhoptober is the best.
Yeah, it is. And we've got tons of free PDFs on the website.
Sure do, including
FryMinis.com.
Path of the Vanderhob.
Okay, so this is definitely the cat. Cree Vessel of the pattern.
Thank you for appreciating my facial expressions.
So, like, that looks like a cat skull to me.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it's gross, but it's cool. It's not like everything else. It's got eye stalks. It's got these huge claws and tentacles. I don't know if this is like an aberration. I'm guessing it is. But yeah, lots of decent. You know, it's a big purple monster.
Yeah.
I wish we had a little more variety in it, but
DB, I agree with you. Poor kitty.
that doesn't look like a cat.
I think the front skull does look like a cat. The teeth on the front look very cat-like to me. It might be hard to see here, but the skull looks like a cat. The rest of it, no cat I've ever seen, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Kelly, there is not, to my knowledge, a new Vanderhob mini coming out, but people have submitted just the standard WizKids unpainted Vanderhob that they've custom painted for the painting challenge. People have downloaded all sorts of STL files and any sort of frog or frog-like creature. It could, anything you can paint.
There are tons of, so there's the official WizKids one. Reaper has some.
Sure.
There are, like you said, tons of 3D printable ones, and you can also get pre-3D printed ones.
Yes.
Like you can buy a 3D printed one. You don't have to print it yourself.
Correct.
So we have tons of options, and we are pretty generous with like counts for this as a Vanderhob. It can literally just be like a frog thing.
Frog or frog-like creatures
Yeah.
are welcome. Toads as well. I never remember the difference.
I watched a video today about bullfrogs and how they just eat anything, including each other and birds and baby bunnies.
Eating each other is pretty metal.
I saw there were two like equal-sized bullfrogs.
Yeah.
And one just jumps mouth first into the other's, like bites it on the face and then bounces off. Its big body.
Much to think about. Frogs aren't necessarily my favorite creatures, although I do like the really fat, kind of milky, pale green kind that have like rounded nubs at the end of their fingers.
I like how curved these claws are.
Yeah, that's kitty cat-like.
I think that's unusual. I think usually these minis have more like this kind of a...
Yeah.
Just like a stabby bit.
Yeah, like a spike instead of
a... So this is obviously, to use it specifically as this cat person turned into the monster, is hyper specific.
Yeah.
However, you could use this as a stand-in for any sort of aberration or just general monstrosity or a shadow monster, maybe. You can use it as a stand-in for a lot of things. I think there's some good flexibility there.
I agree with everything Eric said, but I think you should never use it because it's gross. So don't ever put this on your table and scare people. Or just gross them out, you know? The multiple red eyes, no thanks. I appreciate that it doesn't look drippy or wet.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's got that going for it.
Okay, in a similar vein, but unrelated to the cat, we have Oban the Punished. I don't know who or what Oban is, but here we are.
Or why they were punished. Just another demon cat. Yeah, I suppose if you, like a displacer beast and an ent went into a teleporter and something went wrong.
By the way, even if you don't like to paint minis, which is totally fine.
Sure.
I think it's worth checking out at FryMinis.com and then the Spud Club Painting Challenge. And you can look and you can go through and just see all the entries and the winners. And I think that's kind of cool. I think we've got some really, really talented people out there. And like DB from the chat, DB's amazing.
DB is incredible and paints a lot of cute stuff, which I really appreciate. But in addition to that, she's a talented painter, so she's got good taste and good skill, which I really, really love about her.
Yeah.
Yes, we did not attend most days of ReaperCon this year, and we were not there for the award ceremony where they do like their painting awards, and I was kind of bummed by that. But being able to go through the website and look at high quality photos of each of the minis that won awards or even were submitted, I think, delights me. I just love looking at the painting that people in our community can do and that skill set, and also just the delight and wonder of whether it's kit bashed or just an out of the box mini that someone did something with that I've never seen before. I love it. So highly recommend supporting our community in that way.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Oban the Punished.
Oh, no thanks.
This is like evil Venom.
Oh.
He's got like is that like a bat face? I want that. I mean, I think this one's pretty cool. Like with these wings. Desiccated wings. Is that the right word? All these tongues and tentacles. And this is one of those ones that has that little bit of a greasy feeling on it. The green eyes instead of the red eyes. I wonder if they're like enemies or something. And what's interesting is it has bones. Bones under this like skin stuff. So I figured this was just going to be like a slime monster type of thing.
Yeah.
But no. And then it's got all these like mini mouths down here.
Adam, I completely agree with you. He looks wet and gross. Cool mini, negative 100 out of 10. Exactly. That's exactly right. DB, the wings are cool. We have different definitions of cool, but I love and respect you. No thanks on the tongues. Oh, gosh, there are tongues. You're right.
Yeah, so many. So you could use this, again, it's the exact same situation. You could use this as a stand-in for so many monsters. You could obviously
it's just nightmare fuel.
Custom stat block. You know what would be really cool if you have a great old one warlock, and eventually you meet up with its like patron, and you could use this to represent it. I think it would be pretty solid.
Why do you hate me?
I'm not saying Zahir. This is very different than a snake god. Madame Truffaut.
Yeah, I just... you could use it to keep your cat off the kitchen counter. I love that.
This is my favorite piece right here, though.
This tiny little eye stalk.
Tiny little eye coming out of the mouth. No, I mean, I think this is pretty cool. I do wish there's a little more variety with the paint job. Especially... What?
Nothing.
I'm not sure what the price point on this is, but I'm sure it's going to be more than I'd be happy about.
Yeah.
For such a specific... Like, with the dragons, I don't have as much of a problem paying a good amount for a really nice high-end dragon, because you can so easily do any kind of adventure with dragons. Sure. And you can also just say, oh, this is a white dragon, this is a red dragon. You can just whatever. Yeah, okay. So, Kelly, sorry.
Keep going.
The YouTube thing changed how it does ads, and so I've got it on like the light setting. But if I change it to no ads, then it still shows ads, but I just don't get a cut of it, as I understand it. I don't super duper love YouTube algorithm stuff, but I'll tell you, and I don't get any cut on. I pay for YouTube Premium, and I would cancel my Netflix. I would cancel, honestly, and Julie's gonna hate this, but I'd cancel Hulu. I would cancel most things before I would cancel my YouTube Premium. I cannot imagine all of you out there watching ads on YouTube. I don't know how you do it.
I agree with that. I have to use multiple YouTube accounts for work-related things. And when I'm like logged in as a work account and watching something and I see an ad, I'm like, what? Yeah. What is this? Why is there an ad here? YouTube doesn't have ads, but it absolutely does. So whatever Eric said about the channel and YouTube and whatever, like, sorry about it, but highly recommend getting on someone else's YouTube Premium.
And I don't pick where the ads go. They just pop in. So
yeah, absolutely. So
I guess I didn't like that. That's like not a fun experience, right?
no.
Because especially with a lot, like when it's a regular video, it's like whatever. It's just pause.
You're not.
But here you're actually missing out on stuff.
Yeah, and you're engaging with. You're supposed to be engaging with your fans, so.
I didn't put stuff in my hair today.
Okay.
I need ads to buy more hair products.
Okay. What I got up to do while Eric was talking
You want to just hold up?
was just to talk about my very favorite Nightmare Fuel mini, which is this one.
It's a little dusty.
Oh. Well, I thought that was just him. This is Nightwalker. I don't remember what set this is from. I don't remember anything about it other than when I see this and I genuinely think Nightmare Fuel, this is what I want to see. This is scary and I've never seen anything like it. This is just a heap and a mess of like, it looks like intestines with eyeballs and a couple of mouths.
No, Nightwalker is absolutely horrifying.
One of the best
I don't know
minis,
if
I think.
You can see the face on it.
Yeah. And it has multiple eyes, but not like this.
Yeah.
So, some campaigns there are different types of horror, right? There's like body horror and medical horror, and I don't know what other kinds there are, but those are the two that I really don't like.
Well, if you have a question about horror, let me introduce you to Ravenloft's book, because there's a whole different section on different kinds of horror.
And that's why we haven't played Ravenloft, but that's where I learned about body horror, and I know about medical horror because movies try to show it all the time. My point is, this kind of thing, I don't want at my table because I just think it's gross. I don't like gross, like piles of organs, personally. This kind of thing, scary, it would haunt me, but I would think it was so cool that I would go along with it.
Like you would see that standing, like you're sleeping in your like farmhouse, and then you wake up and you look out and you see this just standing in the 500 yards out in the field, just staring right at you.
Exactly.
Horrifying.
Absolutely. And that's why I will never live in the country.
Yeah.
I'm a city mouse through and through.
All right, so that's our Critical Role stuff for today.
And one of my favorite minis of all time. Thank you for listening.
Up next, we're going to take a look at Death Saves, War of the Dragons. We've been sitting on this one for quite a while. So this is the party and potentially NPCs, but this is the group of Joe Manganiello.
Oh, okay.
So he's got his Dragonborn Paladin, which was actually one of the very first unboxings we ever did, ever on FryMinis years ago when we started. I might have unlisted it now because it was so horrible.
You do what you can.
But this is Death Saves. This is like, I don't know if this is a second campaign of his or what, but these are Joe Manganiello, and also R.I.P. to another power marriage.
Just getting caught up. Nightwalker, love that guy. Thank you, Adam. You're so right all the time. Michael, thank you for saying that we're worth it, or the channel's worth it, or individuals are worth not paying to not watch ads on YouTube. Whatever you're saying, I agree with you. Gosh darn it, you're just right. Kelly has both of these. Awesome. DB, yes. Spooky stuff is okay. Gross stuff and body horror, no thanks. Same page.
All right. You want to zoom us back in?
No. How's that?
Is that as far as it goes? Okay.
That's as far as it goes.
Well, I wasn't saying let's go as far as it goes.
Oh.
Different words mean different things. All right. Okay, so these are a bunch of cool minis. Now, Death Save stuff and Joe Manganiello stuff can be a little like edgelord, try hard, hardcore kind of stuff.
Well.
And that's okay. What?
A lot of people are asking questions that should be answered by my, that's okay.
Yeah. Start taking a look at this.
Taking a look or showing?
Every.
Okay. First of all, I love that this man is just having a little, he's taken aback literally. A heat gun will fix it, I know that, but it's funnier when a mini is a little bit busted. Is that as far as it goes? No, just making small talk. Okay, this is Lap. Lap has cool colors.
Oh my god.
I don't know if y'all remember, but I hate these packages more than anything in the world.
Lap has cool colors. I appreciate that this kind of yellowy, almost, maybe it's gold? No, I think it's meant to be yellow, but the wash kind of made it this, like, muted neon green. I don't know. I'm really drawn to that color. The wash got a little away from them, maybe. He just looks like he has kind of dirty pecs and armpits. But this is cool. I like that. Yeah. Yep, there's 2 different colors going on in his skirt. Even if his weapon, which is made of ice, maybe, is all bendy.
Water,
ice.
I don't know.
It looks weapony. And a cool spell effect. So yeah, this is an interesting mini. I get what Eric was saying about Edgelord. The hairstyle alone says a lot. It's very if D&D was a metal cover. Excellent analysis, Adam. Thank you.
Hold still for 1 second. There you go. Look at that. Much sharper.
Oh, that's great. Okay. The Big Show's mini is in set 2.
The Big Show's a wrestler.
I'm familiar with that one. Thank you.
Well, we're going to get into set 2 here shortly.
Yeah, the wash looks really not great. It was pretty gritty by the time it got to this guy. But it's all right.
Keep us going.
Okay. This is Megalin. Just to show you, this one, I think this is a different font on the base.
Yeah.
So, yeah, metal. I get it. This is a very large weapon, and it is maybe hard to see, but it's got it's transparent with like a char around it. So it almost looks like charred ice or charred diamond. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get light
Can
to
we
shine
light
through
through it?
Sure.
Here.
Looks like an undead pelican. That's exactly what it looks like. It absolutely looks like an undead pelican. You're totally right. This looks like the big old pelican from Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay. This person has an undead pelican for a staff or on a staff, and then also a very cutie little magical effect in their hand. I think
the staff of flies.
Oh. Gross.
Yeah.
Now I don't like it at all. Okay. Another great choice of layering in their garment.
Yep.
Cool. Like, I think that the black in here isn't just an extra thick, gross wash. I think there's actually, like, black lines in their cape. Either way, the layering that's going on here looks really good. Yeah, I think this is a pretty high quality mini is what it feels like. It's got a lot of different things going on with it, but it doesn't feel chaotic.
Yeah.
I suppose if I'm being picky, like, they took the time to add black back here, but this is very flat, even though there's clearly, like, edging around it. So they could have done something with this kind of the edge of the garments here.
I agree. I think fundamentally, though, the target is for this character to look like evil character, and absolutely achieved.
Thank you for apologizing, Kelly. I appreciate that you were right, obviously, but thank you for knowing that it ruined something for me. Okay. This is Nalio? I don't know. Yeah, kind of similar colors to the first one we looked at. In that, I think it's the same yellow on these pants as it was on that kind of sash that I liked earlier.
I'm assuming this is a magic bow that doesn't need arrows. Whoa, what is that dry brushing? This is a rough paint job.
Yeah, I'm also not sure what happened to their little knee here.
Drunken Yoda, it absolutely exactly reminds me of the cartoon.
Hi, Drunken Yoda. So glad you're here. Another hood, which Eric likes on the back of a cape. If we've learned nothing else today, it's that Eric loves hoods. Cool spell effect. I think it's weird to need the front of the bow, but the back of the bow is magic, and also the arrow? Like, why not all 3 parts? You just have to carry around a stick that doesn't work if you don't know magic? I don't know. That seems strange to me. I don't know the lore. You know what I mean?
I don't know that I'm with you on that one.
Well, this bow isn't usable by anybody else, right?
Okay, so how does he summon the bow? If there's no wood handle part either.
How does he have a magic arrow? What does it matter?
It draws out. So but day to day, what's he walking around with?
Nothing. He just uses magic to summon a bow and arrow.
So it's a total spell, not an item then.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
You're saying that this is think
of it like a magic item.
It's weird to me to have your weapon partially magic and partially real, and your ammo entirely magic.
Okay.
Have all real or all magic of those things.
I think this is the typical way to do a magic bow that makes its own arrows.
I will not be made a fool on this channel.
You're not a fool.
I'm aware of that. I just think it's dumb. Okay. My face is like WTF with it. It's like having a magical zipper that forms parts when you zip it up. It's lunacy. Okay.
What is magic? Is that intense face and let me see the unibrow. Bring it back.
Okay. It's not entirely, I wanted to get a close-up view. It's not entirely a unibrow, but it's not
an intense face.
Different enough. And you're right. I was so distracted by how magic works in this game that I've been playing for years that I didn't even notice how janky the face was.
Also, hi Josh.
Hi Josh.
All right. Let's move on from this one. Okay, up next we have Naruk the Unkillable. He's a Goliath, I'm assuming. Maybe some sort of genasi.
He looks like the stone lady we have with the deep V.
Oh, yeah.
Their head looks the same.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
What you doing?
You're my baby boy. Sorry.
I think this is a cool spell effect, fire effect on here.
The eyes.
Yeah. I like that the armor's white. I think that's a fun twist up. I do think we are very bare bones on our colors here, though. I think the pose is cool, sculpt's cool. I think we're let down by color. And I would be afraid to heat gun this one, truthfully. It's a really, really flimsy. Thoughts?
I like what Daryl is saying about, what Drunken Yoda is saying about what is wrong with the eyes. I think Callie's right. It is a very cool sword.
I think the eyes are for the other mini.
Oh, I think these eyes are very misaligned.
That message came up when you were so.
Oh, got it. Well, I can't tell you about that. It reminds me of Drax from a recent run of Guardian comics. Some neat details on it.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with Kelly. I think the sword is cool. For all the... is that a flame tongue?
It could be.
I hear about the flame tongue all the time, often as a joke, like when we're level 1 and we open up a chest, and Eric's like, oh, there's a flame tongue in there, right?
Yeah.
It's the only magic weapon that I really know. Oh, and the Staff of Snakes. I'm really good at this game.
You like your robe with the pockets.
I do like the robe with all the pockets, where you can pull horses out of the pocket, and sometimes I pull the horse pocket and then just drop it off a cliff. That's how I feel about horses.
Show us these familiars.
I don't think I can. They're so little. Okay, I'm going to start with this one, which is Poe. Can you guess what Poe is? It's very creative.
Poe Dameron.
Quoth the Raven. I'm much too small.
That's the name of the Raven familiar in Baldur's Gate 3. Quoth. It does look like a white dragon, Kelly. Except you're not paying $179 for it.
This is quite teeny. I often feel like my familiar is sharing a space with me, so I don't need a mini all that often. And if I did, I suppose For a raven, I would want something a little bit more dynamic, like those. What are the clear things that are?
Yeah. Flight bits.
Yeah, something with flight. But we have a box that has like our little eyeball guys. But what are those things called?
The little ones.
Yeah.
Gazers.
Gazers. I feel like we have gazer minis that have a cool, like an arched, clear base to them to show that they're flying. This is maybe the most boring raven I've ever seen.
And that's the thing. Fundamentally, here, I just said that word, but this is cheaper to make.
The second familiar in this set is Christopher Squawkin. I don't know what he does, but he looks like a bird.
Board. I want my board.
I want my board. So this is a gull. I recently learned that there's no such thing as a seagull. It's just gulls.
Yeah.
Looks like Eric.
What?
Rude.
Wow.
I don't know why Eric looks like a bird.
Because I'm like D. Well, okay.
Shut up, bird. The armor looks like a white dragon. Yeah, this, I guess I've never seen a gull in a D&D game before, but, again, it's sitting on a rock, and I think that's kind of boring. You know? Whatever.
I think this set gives you a lot of cool minis.
Sure.
So, this is Brago. Brago the bear.
That bear's wearing cooler armor than some of the minis in this set.
Brago. It reminds me of that book about the compass.
The Golden Compass.
Yeah. I watched it on HBO.
That book. I watched it on HBO. It's my guy. Is that not the bear from Amber Spyglass? Amber Spyglass. Is that the same series?
Maybe. I don't know.
Isn't that from the Golden Compass bear?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so hold on. So bear with me.
Ah.
All right, so we got that bear, but then we also have Kimathi Storm Hollow. And this is a badass dwarf. I know, I said ass. Cool shield. Awesome. I guess since he's got a shield, this is probably technically a spear. Although I'd probably want to call this a glaive.
It looks like Alien.
It does look a little bit like Alien. Really cool helmet. I know it's dark. When we're sitting down and we're zoomed in, this is a cheap lens, so it's got adjustable aperture. So it's, yep. Always buy Prime, everybody. Prime lenses, Prime glass. Eric said what I was thinking. That is a cool dwarf. Yeah.
Same series wrong, but I give you the benefit of the doubt, Adam.
For wizkids minis, the faces are funky. But okay, check it out. Boop.
You broke him. How's that going for you?
Great. And he comes with these legs, these little legs.
Little legs.
And so you're like, boink. And then, boink. Oh, maybe it's a lance. Maybe it's a lance stat block. Like the actual weapon. Because you can use a lance one-handed when you're riding or something. He's a little loosey-goosey, but that's okay. I mean, that's pretty cool. A dwarf riding a bear.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to encounter it.
I think it's neat. I'll tell you, though, storing these kind of combo minis sucks. Because you don't know where to store them which way, and then you end up with, like, the random torso somewhere.
Yeah, I think that these kind of, like...
Gimmick?
Yeah, they're gimmicky. And I think the only use of that I like is in the Wild Beyond the Witchlight set with the sisters.
Oh, the rockers.
Yeah. I think those are cool. But other than that, like, I get that this is a special set to a lot of people. That's awesome. That's your opinion, and I welcome it. But for me to have a bear and some random dude with legs that can ride it, that's not very versatile for me. Only one person is able to ride it. It's not like somehow interchangeable, like with a platform that you can set a bunch of minis on. I don't know. Just take apart minis don't appeal to me as a whole.
Yeah, just give me 2 minis.
Yeah. Done.
Or 3, I guess.
Yeah.
The bear. Mounted bear, dwarf.
Yeah.
That's okay. If you're going to charge me $80, you can give me a couple.
I have one riding a boar. Okay, that sounds kind of cool.
All right. War of the Dragons, Box 2.
Speaking of riding a boar, Eric and I started playing Baldur's Gate 3 together. I haven't played a game like that.
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't played a game like that in a very long time. Eric has played through it, I don't know, 25 times. And so...
all my time.
When we were going through, like, the early, just after kind of the tutorial mode, Eric was talking to me about something important that I wasn't listening to, because there was a wild boar, and I was like, shh, I want to go meet that wild boar, and he was like, what wild boar? And I was like, you've never seen the wild boar? So I got very excited about it. It was almost like seeing one in the wild, which I understand is a bad thing. Like, they're aggressive, apparently. I don't know. I only learned about wild boars, like, in the United States.
Real boars.
Yeah, as a nuisance, like, 4 years ago. I'm very sheltered from the troubles of non-urban peoples, I guess. I don't know. I was excited about it, and I noticed something in a game that Eric has not noticed. Had you noticed the boar before? You just didn't see it that time?
Correct. I'm sorry. You can actually talk to the boar.
What?
I talked to the boar.
Why'd you let me down?
One time I accidentally scared the boar, and it ran itself off the cliff to get away from me because it thought I was a monster.
Why didn't we reload?
Well, I didn't think it was worth it.
Are you hearing this?
Have I talked to the cat? Oh, you mean the ox?
We have not talked to the ox yet.
In my current solo playthrough, we just got to Last Light, and I did just take care of that ox. That strange ox.
Weird horses. Okay, but now I'm a little bit upset that you knew there was a boar there and you didn't plan ahead for it.
How would I plan ahead for it?
Like, hey, don't run around this corner. There's something, like, we're going to sneak up.
You think me telling you don't run in a crazy path is a successful maneuver?
You do it a lot. You could have at least tried.
Yeah.
You could have at least tried.
Speak with Animals is such an amazingly fun spell in the game. I do consider it mandatory.
I agree.
I absolutely would not play the game without at least one character that can cast it.
To be clear, Eric and I play games very differently, and especially when he's played one 100,000 times and I'm playing it for the first time. So he wants me to, like, experience everything special and show me how to play it, and I'm just like, dude, I'm just clicking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just clicking around.
Oh, we all know.
We'll play on a live stream once I get a little bit more comfortable with the controls and don't, like, super duper embarrass myself. But if we don't talk to a boar before this game is over,
we will be going to a place very soon where you can talk to a boar.
That's great.
You can talk to a boar, and you can talk to a bird, and you can talk to a bear.
I don't care about those other two.
Yeah, okay, well, you what? I won't tell you what the boar wants to do.
Am I gonna want to kill this boar? Is this
boar
boar a
on
bad
the
person?
floor? Boar on the floor. Succession. Thanks, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
All right.
You can talk to rats.
You can talk. Yeah, talking to rats is great.
Can the rats complete missions for you?
I mean, there are many rats throughout the game. Some can help you significantly.
Can you rub meat on the ropes and have the rats eat them for you?
Take a look at a mini.
I don't like most of these. Okay. Here is...
So this is box 2 of War of the Dragon Death Saves from WizKids.
This one is very hard to read. I don't know if it's Kaysen or Hassan.
Hassenpfeffer.
Incorporated.
Kaysen.
Okay. This is Kaysen, but not like the pepper oil.
Capsaicin.
Yeah, I said not like that. Little bit of a bent
What's with his
staff,
face?
No big deal. I don't know if that's a wash issue. I gotta pull it close.
He's green eyes. This outfit reminds me strongly of the like starter cleric set.
Okay. Cool detail on the outfit, but I'm getting a little bit sick of these colors at this point. This feels very similar to something else that we unboxed in this set. Oh. Maybe it's not the same. Maybe that's on me. No, I mean, that's kind of the same, right? Like that pale blue color. This one just has a sad amount of wash on it, an aggressive amount of wash. Okay. It's a cool color scheme concept. I'm a little tired of it. Same crooked face. Yeah, a lot going on there. Another hooded cape, so I don't know if Eric will love them less now that he's seen so many of them. This is an interesting shape on this garment. Oh.
I'm off, but this is what I was thinking of.
Ah. Yeah, not quite the same. The way that there's like a snatched waist going on here, but only in the back. I feel like that doesn't happen very often. You can get that sometimes in like women's winter coats where you can like elastic in the waist in the back, but not the front. So it's a little bit like a bag dress kind of thing. The red I think is a bad choice here. I just don't think it looks good. And the face isn't awful. You're right that it is a little bit crooked, but the wash was just so gritty.
Yeah.
Even in this set. This is a
and
different
you
set.
love gritty.
I love gritty, the NHL guy. Yeah. So, I don't know. Nice wind.
Must catch up looking wizard.
You're right, Adam. That's exactly what it is.
All right. Yep. Thanks. Which ones of these did you want to look at?
You can have the rest. You want to go?
Sure. All right. This is a rug. Flying carpet. It's actually very cool because you could stick a mini.
See, exactly. You don't need.
Ta-da.
And obviously, a carpet is different from like a rhino, and having a rhino or a bear with a big flat kind of pedestal on its back would be strange, but it would have more use to it than I think this multi-piece option.
Arabian nights, like Arabian days, are hotter than hot.
More often than not.
More often than not, or hotter than hot, in a lot of good ways. The carpet is different than yeah.
When is a raven like a writing desk?
I wish there was. I wish there was something on the bottom that it's just.
Yeah. Maybe it's like got an anti-slip grip on it.
Yeah, this is the latest race from 5e, the rug. It gets +2 constitution, +1 strength. Racial abilities include smother and collect dust.
And allergens.
And camouflage, yeah. And cat allergens.
And cat allergens. Okay. Very cool.
I do like that. I think the minis kind of the sculpt is cool. I wish there's something about it.
Painting isn't great.
Hugo Ledbetter. This mini I like a lot. So a bow and a hand crossbow, I think is a strange choice. And this is what I think is so dark right now. It's a very detailed sculpt. It's kind of a cool pose with that rock. I do like it. A lot of people have very strong feelings when there's like geographic features included. I think it's cool. We've got the little color blob on here, which I'm surprised isn't just black.
What is that? Is that like the
feather part of the arrow? This is the quiver. The double cloak. Face is all right. I just wonder what the situation is where you've got a bow and a hand crossbow. You don't like this?
A solid black mini with a bunch of bows. Like, I don't watch Hawkeye for a reason. I don't need my D&D minis to look like Hawkeye. And you can say that they're different and that's all totally fine. But I don't know. This just feels kind of boring. And the neon green just feels out of place. from the back, when it was just sitting on the table before I handed it over to Eric, I was a little bit excited and sad that I'd given it to him to review because I thought it had a snake familiar on its shoulder. But why you would want like glow-in-the-dark neon green against all of your darkness, I don't know. This is fine. It's so dark it's hard to see any interesting details, and it feels a little bit basic for what's supposed to be a unique character.
Sorry, Hugo, honey. The fabric store was out of everything except black. My ancient goth roots like this mini Monster Energy sponsored ranger.
That's exactly what it is. Adam, you're on fire tonight. That's exactly right.
All right. Calitur Min-Max.
Sniper. A sniper, but standing on a rock with neon green arrows. I don't know.
You're right. You don't know. You've never been a sniper.
When I played video games before I understood that different guns did different things, I always wanted to be a sniper because you could see things from really far away, but it turns out you have to aim to be able to do that, and I don't do that in video games. So the clob is really...
Did you hear this name for this mini?
No.
Calitur Min-Max.
Look, we all have fun being like over the top ridiculous in our games, but we don't make minis out of it.
That said, Drax says what's up.
Yep.
So
this is Drux for copyright reasons.
So if we're min-max, I'm assuming we're a half orc, probably a barbarian. This is probably a polearm master, great weapon master, sentinel combo.
Sure. Been there, done that. It's a good combo.
That looks like a belt of dwarven kind.
I like that.
That said, I mean, obviously it's a little cheesy, right? But that's the whole set. I do think it's a cool mini.
Yeah, I agree.
The pose is solid.
Yeah.
I think we've got great color variety, relatively.
Yeah.
The actual tattoo, whatever stuff looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely unusual.
I think this is a cool mini for all the, hating I've been doing. I think this is a cool mini. I like the brass plate on the back of their belt. I don't know what its purpose is, but
yeah, nameplate. It's like his name on the underwear.
Yeah, it says Calvin Klein right there.
Yeah.
And then he's got 2 more on the front for fun.
Yeah, cool mini.
Yeah.
All right, last one for me. This is Ulak Jotun. So I don't know what's going on here. But first of all, this is a large mini, and I'm not zooming out because the rest of them are medium. But here, if you want the whole show, is this the big? Speaking of show, is this the big show's mini? I don't know who's who. But we've got like this charred up flesh. What do you think? Burnt up?
I guess. Yeah, I mean he looks like Harvey Dent.
Yeah, Harvey Dent. That's good. I do like the Triceratops skull shoulder pad. I think that's really neat.
Yeah.
This giant. Is that a hip? Are those the hips?
Yep. He's curvy.
I think the axe is cool. I think this mini is pretty neat. I mean, it's obviously very atypical. Do you know what the symbol is here?
Nope.
Should be. I think it's Tiamat,
Oh.
but I'm not certain. Usually, I would expect it to be in multiple colors, but yeah, I'd love to know what's going on story-wise. Big show, yeah. What do you think of a playable large?
I don't like body horror.
What do you think of a playable large?
I loved playing a large. It made complicated some gameplay, and my DM and very courteous players had to keep reminding me where I was able to squeeze or not squeeze. But I loved being large.
How could you get large?
I went big.
Rune Knight Fighter.
I was a Rune Knight fighter, and sometimes I went big.
And then luckily you had a friendly artificer.
Yeah.
Who would do enlarge on you to make you even huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I went huge.
I'm just saying that was a baby Triceratops, but he got
oh, he killed a baby.
Yeah. I do like this big old fireball sitting here. All right. But yeah, lots like this, easy reuse.
I guess. Yeah.
All right. Who do we have?
Okay, we have 3 left, and I'm going to start with Jericho Blackwing. Is Jericho the other wrestler in this campaign?
Is that Chris Jericho?
I know wrestlers from like 1998 when everybody...
Goldberg.
Yeah, everybody had like Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirts. Is that Steve Austin?
Yeah, drinking the beers, crushing the beers.
Oh, I don't know that. That wasn't on the t-shirts that were allowed in my grade school. A cool detail here is that this gown is tattered and torn, and you can see their like chain skirt underneath it.
No, she doesn't.
I absolutely don't. No.
Oh, you can see through.
Yeah.
Like it's cut out in the back. With your finger, you can see.
Oh, yes. And then the cape has like moth holes in it too. So I don't know whether this person is...
I bet this is like an angel of death.
Yeah, battle torn, or when I watched them play, he is a half giant. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the wings look really good. To Eric's point earlier about one of our minis that had a lot coming off of the base, it's difficult to get close to this one with their wings outspread like that. Not the end of the world, but something to notice.
This is a Edgelord mini box.
Yes.
I do think the mini's cool. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen anything like this before, and I could absolutely see, because I can't really see their face. I'm not sure whether they're humanoid or what if that is like, well, I'm not sure whether they're a regular half giant or if they're a skeleton
I think
or
the
what.
last one was half giant.
Got it. Okay. I don't know what's going on under that helmet, but it could easily be like a reanimated skeleton that you're fighting that has been eaten away at. Their clothes have decayed with time, but they're still protecting their tomb or whatever that is. That would be a very easy repurpose of this mini if your character doesn't look like this. And just to say, we've been critical of the super dark painted minis. This has a lot of dark colors and it looks really good.
Yeah, not just black.
Exactly. There's distinction here, not just like black and navy maybe. It looks good.
Yeah, think like if this is a fallen Aasimar, like Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Yep.
Like it checks all those boxes that sound edgy, you know, but it would be a good, great character.
Sure.
And it would look just like this.
Yeah. Agree, Kelly. The wings are awesome. They look really good.
Or this could easily be like a Hexblade warlock of the Raven Queen, and that's just how the fly represents.
Sure. I agree with you, Michael. The sword proportion is off.
Yeah, it looks like a toy sword.
I think it's the proportions of a Nerf sword that we have somewhere in our house. Good point.
Cool mini though.
Cool. Yeah. All right. This is Marat Akasaur. I love a Goliath mini.
Yeah, Goliaths are great.
So I'm going to love this no matter what. This strong, like very jacked arm, like ripped arm, is very good. I think he's the Death Knight, Kelly says, of the last person, I assume.
Oh.
Bent sword, no big deal. Good use of metallics, I think. It's okay if all of their armor is made of the same metal and just has a couple little details of different metal. That looks good to me. It still looks like a cohesive set, even with different metals on it. The cloak being so matte is a little bit strange. I feel like often cloaks are made of a somewhat shiny material, and this is very matte, especially against all the metallics on the front. So that's odd to me. Not necessarily bad, but it stands out. The face looks pretty good. The way that their eye paint is applied does make me, I think it looks like the Batman symbol a little bit.
Sure.
But no, I think this looks really good.
I like to think about like this character, you know, like a badass, right? But actually playing them, let's say they're a paladin or whatever, so they get 2 attacks, right? So they run up, they roll a 3, they miss. Okay, I rolled a 6, I missed. End of turn.
Been there, buddy. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it.
I've whiffed so many things. I get it. Yeah. Okay, and then the last one from this set is Oriax, maybe. This is
Whoa.
Yeah, very different from the others. Their armor being matte and plated almost looks like dino futuristic. Like I think about, what was that TV show that had dinosaurs that were robots?
Can bring it in.
Oriax?
Yeah. So I think it's a dude.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Wasn't there a TV show where dinosaurs had, like, robotics?
Yeah, well, yeah, there was a cartoon.
Yeah.
It was the one movie we rented from the Village Market movie rental place in
Beast Wars.
Centerville, Michigan. Oh, well, okay. No. That's,
Okay.
Beast Wars is Transformers. Hold on.
Here's what I'm trying to say. I think that this person has, like, a mech suit and cool plates, but they look like they're made out of stone. Godzilla 2. So it just seems like it's not futuristic. It's not, like, present kind of quasi Eurocentric medieval typical D&D thing. It looks like futuristic armor, but it's made out of stone, like from the Stone Age, and a dinosaur did
Here
it.
we go. Dino Riders. This is what I'm talking about. Harness the power of dinosaurs.
Michael. Yes.
Yeah.
Little Eric Fry. All right, maybe I'm explaining it poorly, but the point is, I think that there's like a weird mashup, and this feels like their armor is from a different time period than the other creatures in this set. To me.
It looks like future armor.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
matte or maybe plastic. So that's what I think.
Like ceramics.
Ceramic, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a little bit strange. Like, I don't know if this person is supposed to be a man, but to have exposed collarbones with your armor is a choice that's usually only done in like a way that's on women that I don't support. Here it just looks like ill-fitting armor, and it's a little bit silly to see someone's clavicle.
I like the wing shape.
I like that this person maybe highlights their clavicle, which is a thing that people do. Yes, I like the wing shape. I like the purple against all the grays.
Mm-hmm.
I think this color scheme is cool. It just seems a little bit like maybe it's not the best fit. Their tail looks fine. They've taken the time to use different colors on the straps for their shin guards.
Yep.
This one is a
It
little
does
bit
look
silly.
like gold.
I'm never thinking of Power Rangers because I didn't watch it, but I so appreciate you helping. Can't concentrate to hit him. It is awkward. I'm not sure what's happening. Which, yeah, that's not a bad thing. I don't understand it, and I think it's a little bit silly. That's all.
So, I think these were cool sets overall.
Yeah.
Both the death saves as well as the critical roll sets, I think were good.
Yeah. I think my favorite minis included this blue one, even though it's odd, but I think it's fun. I did like the tabaxi for all the details that we talked about with its ears back and its earrings.
I thought the dwarf was really nice.
This dwarf?
Yep. Was there another dwarf?
I wasn't sure what Otis is. Maybe Otis is a halfling.
Like gnome, something. I
Oh.
don't know. I'm just trying to keep the boxes.
I
straight.
understand.
I thought the huge minis, not everybody's cups of tea, but I thought they were pretty well done. The sculpts in particular, more so than the paint job. Although I'm not disappointed in either of the paint jobs.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So hey, wizkids, keep sending us stuff, please.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, stay tuned though. We have a couple of days left for Bestial Fury.
I'm glad you like the Edgelord Angel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple of days left for Bestial Fury Spud Club painting challenge. So paint your little badgers, paint your bears, paint your fun animals, your kitty cats. Get those submitted, FryMinis.com/SCPC, or join us over at discord.gg/FryMinis, and we can talk all about it. And again, thank you to Into the AM for sending us these really cool shirts. They've got lots of great designs. We've got a link in the description, and I'll post the link here. Again, check it out. You get 10% off when you use our link, and we get a little bit of a referral kickback on that. So you'll be helping out the channel if you buy something.
Thanks.
Thank you all. We'll see you soon.
Can't wait. Thanks
Bye.
for hanging out. You're the best.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Okay, bye.